You should take a look at this PC I just built. I'm straight up gonna say it is the fastest gaming PC for this price point. This bad boy is coming under $1,000, a good bit under actually. And man, can it push some serious frames. I tested this PC in 1440p across a few different games and it averaged 100 plus FPS the whole time. With the current pricing on computer parts, it's a really expensive hobby, but it doesn't have to be. And that's kind of why I made this video, to show it is still possible to build a powerful computer on a budget. Plus I wanted to show off the build. Let's get into it, and everything I used is linked below. Even the PC is for sale. I'm kicking off this build by grabbing this insane motherboard combo that I bought off the interweb straight from eBay. The only thing I've done since buying it is I swapped out the original fan for an ARGB one. All right, let me remove this cooler so I can tell you the specs. Here's the CPU, still has thermal paste dripping off of it. The Intel i5-12600KF. I want to say this is a 10-core processor with 6 performance cores, 4 efficiency cores. This thing is a beast of a CPU. Now for the RAM, it is pretty juicy. So we have 2 sticks for a total of 32 gigabytes at 3200 megahertz. Nice DDR4 kit. I'm not sure how I feel about the blue colorway, but oh well, can't really complain about the price. Let's check this little guy now. For storage, the combo came with a 1TB M.2 SSD. It just keeps getting better and better. And for the motherboard, it's pretty basic H610 from MSI, but it holds all the components. Now for this whole combo, I paid $384.99. I easily saved at least $100. Brand new, the CPU is around 200 or 300 bucks. Amazon only has the 12600. That's $315 right now. For 32 gigabytes of RAM, you're easily looking at $200, which is almost half the price of this whole combo. 1TB SSD will set you back at least $100. And then the motherboard is about another $100. Now sure, I compared it to all new prices, but I still saved a good amount of money buying used. Definitely worth it. Let's go ahead and put it back together and build a sick PC with it. I'm debating if I want to swap out this cooler for an AIO to get better temps and also better aesthetics, but I'll see how the CPU is performing when I actually test it out. Now to hold everything, I have this case from Cooler Master. I went with the Elite 301 Lite in the black colorway. This was on sale for only around 45 bucks, so I figured why not just pick it up and try it out. Here's the power supply, and it's about to get really juicy. To really turn this thing into a gaming beast, we need a GPU. As I said, this is the juicy part. Not this one, not this one, but this one right here. This is an EVGA RTX 3080 with 12 gigabytes of VRAM. I paid $113.17. I know, sounds like a fake price. This was also bought on eBay. It was bundled with the B550 motherboard, 32 gigabytes of DDR4, and in the description, the seller just briefly mentioned, oh, a brand new 3080 is included in this bundle. No way. Okay, is this actually that deal? This is the most insane deal I have bought in a long time, and I thought I was getting scammed on this, yo. I really thought it was fake, but oh my gosh, dude, it actually arrived. Okay, so you're seeing we have an RTX 3080, and then in this motherboard box, we have a motherboard. It's an MSI B550 Gaming Plus. and this is 32 gigabytes of RAM. I honestly didn't think it was gonna show up. It did show up. It was in really pristine condition. The motherboard, unfortunately, was faulty, and the RAM. But for $117, this is the only thing that I was wanting to work out of that deal. I'm gonna stop yapping and finish this build off. I'm gonna add these for some extra flair. Let's go, it works. All said and done, my total cost is $621.32. Yeah, pretty happy about that. And it looks sweet. The 3080 is definitely the star of the build. I went ahead and found the current value of all the parts, and without insane deals, I easily would have spent closer to $1,000. Job well done. I would say this is worth it, and the profit will be super juicy when I sell it. The only lackluster part of the whole build is the motherboard. It's pretty bare bones, only built to power on and work, nothing special. But when you look at the build as a whole, it's pretty good. If you're kind of wondering how I found these deals, well, I just scroll on eBay like a crackhead. It takes a lot of time. So to make it a bit easier, I have this eBay bot in my Discord server. It scans eBay for good deals and notifies you if it finds any. It searches for RAM, SSDs, GPUs, and more. It's linked down below if you want to join. Okay, time to test it out. And yes, I already went ahead and swapped out the air cooler for a 240mm AIO. Went with this option from Gamdia's, and I picked it up on sale for only 30 bucks. The CPU was toasty and was thermal throttling in an OCCT stress test, so this AIO will work way better for whoever buys the computer. It increased my cost a little bit, but I'm pretty sure you and I can both agree the price I paid is pretty good considering these tough times. I mean, for under $1,000, I have a 10-core CPU, 32 gigabytes of fast RAM, a terabyte of SSD storage, and to top it off, it has a hefty GPU with 12 gigs of VRAM. Sounds like a damn powerhouse, and it actually dished out some solid performance numbers even at 1440p. I tested out Cyberpunk 2077 with the ray tracing ultra preset. This was no challenge for the computer. It averaged 79 FPS with a 1% low of 56, and the temps were in a pretty good range for the CPU and GPU. If you turn off ray tracing, you'll get a lot more FPS. I tested again with just high settings, and it had a really nice average of 139. In Red Dead Redemption 2, I ran the benchmarking tool at 1440p with all high or ultra settings, and TAA was set to high. No DLSS was used, and it did great with an average FPS of 110. But let me know if you're excited for GTA 6. I'm kinda at the point where it's just a game, and they took forever to release it, so I don't really care anymore. Anyways, this PC easily handled this game. Shout out to Rockstar for making solid stuff. In Call of Duty Warzone, I ran around with competitive settings, high texture details, and then everything else on low. I also use DLSS. These settings reduce visual clutter and increase FPS, which is how I like to play. Ended up with an average FPS of 146 with a 1% low of 101. In Arc Raiders, it was also at 1440p, but this time I just used a preset and went with the high option, and I chose the same for ray tracing. Game looks great and performance was top notch with 128 FPS average and a 1% low of 74. I know this PC can handle Fortnite, but I gotta test it, and it was at 1440p performance mode. I honestly am cheats though, so very little footage. Ended up with an average of 259 FPS and 1% low of 125. I wanted to test out a few more games, but I also want to post more on YouTube so I can get better. Let me know what you think of this build though. I myself think it is really solid. It is not very repeatable though with all the exact deals I got. You know, the pricing across the board. It is all sky high, but this was a really solid build. Price to performance speaks for itself, and deal hunting goes a long way. Just because prices are inflated everywhere, it doesn't mean it has to be. This is exactly what you can do if you learn how to shop around and look for those good deals. Just be a decent human when you're reaching out to people and lowballing, and you will be surprised on what deals you're actually able to secure for yourself. Anyways, leave your feedback down below. Also check out the links for my Discord server and my website. Smash a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.